believed him. He's right.
Let's see.
Because
okay.
people were
Hello, everyone. We are live. It's your girls, Monty, Callie, and Joy. We are here to talk about love and marriage, Huntsville reunion part 1, which I may have went live a little early, but love and marriage, Huntsville reunion part 1. I'm going to. Do we have an intro for this, Callie? I'm just gonna play an intro that I see. We don't know what it is, and then we'll get to
Okay.
Let's see what this is. That ain't it. Hello, everyone. We are live. Welcome to Chatter Up.
Let's be clear.
Y'all
Literally caught.
Karen move, honey, but she did it. Nobody said anything about that. That was appalling.
Kenya was not a video vixen.
Okay.
Kenya was a scholar.
I went back to the olden days, child.
I like that one.
Olden days, okay. That was like, all right, so we have a few people watching. I hear something in the background.
So it was like really.
That's me. I'm sorry.
And I didn't even two of the kids. I didn't even know.
Okay, so let's see. We start off. Okay, let's talk about Carlos. What do y'all think about Carlos as a host? Should we make some more people coming? I want to do like a scale of 1 to 10. Callie, what do you think of Carlos as the reunion host?
Oh, look, baby. I mean, I thought he went in. There was no hesitation. You know how sometimes they wait till the third or the fourth session to get to the good questions? No, he did that in about 6 seconds in. Let's just sit down and get to it. I thought he was fine. He seemed nervous when he first started, when he was standing up, introducing people, but yeah, he was good. And then the look he gave Martell Holt when Martell said, "We're not going to discuss the baby's birth dates," when they were yeah, that was just hilarious. I thought it was probably one of the best reunions I've seen on a franchise in a very, very long time.
So really, 1 to 10, what you give it? What you give
I would give it a 9.5.
9.5. Woohoo! Okay, Joy.
So far I'm gonna give him a 7.5, 8. I'm gonna see. He's asking, in my opinion, the questions that the average person wants to hear.
Yeah,
and they want to cut through the bull. Because I'm actually surprised that he's doing this.
Can you still hear my background?
Like Andy. He's kind of the Andy of this little franchise.
He is the Andy, yeah. So, I'm gonna give him an 8 for now. Yeah. He went in. I was not prepared. I don't think they were prepared. And at the end, I was like, I need a nap. Like, it was just crazy. So he starts off with the cast, like they were all walking in, and I think Mel was the first person he went to, and she was like, "Who is the host?" And he was like, "Me." And everybody was like, "Oh my God." So they say it was 2 people who were not happy with him being the host. Who do you think those 2 people were based on what we watched?
Tisha and Martell.
I thought. Who do you think, Joy?
I would have thought Marcel.
It seemed like Marcel and Tish were like.
I thought those 2. I wouldn't have thought. Because one of the things that I don't know if, I'm sure as many people picked up on, they hadn't seen him in 2 years.
Yeah, he said that several times.
So they hadn't seen each other in 2 years, and I think that lady English, the one sister, Egypt, that's her name. It was like she didn't necessarily watch the show. It was like she may have seen a couple of episodes and brushed up a little bit, but she didn't get to the gut of some stuff. especially that last show he did.
Was it Bell Collective? She was horrible. Yeah, I think he listened to us. We was like, after that one, we was like, she can't do it no more. Like, he should just get one of us, all three of us, because we would have been better than her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was as if we were watching her debut.
Yeah.
She thought everything was for her. So, that was a needed change.
What did you think about the fashions, honey? So let's talk about the fashions. Let's talk. I don't have a picture that's really clear. I wish I would have got. Let me see. You can't really see them, I don't think. Can you kind of see them on there? Kim's dress was let's start with the guys. What do y'all think about the guys? Did all of them look okay?
Martell looked nice,
I think the men look fine because they're suits.
Martell and Carlos stood out because of the colors.
The color.
But all of them look good.
Yeah, all the guys look fine.
Okay. Did you think
and I think Kimmy looked good.
Do you think Martell's suit was too tight?
Heck, I didn't even look that close, but it looks good.
It's a powder blue suit. Martell takes chances.
He does. And I like that.
And according to Melanie, he dresses himself. Like he don't even have a stylist.
Yeah, he doesn't have. I feel like he looks like somebody that could have been on like Hamilton.
He wore that suit before, by the way.
It was in another picture I saw, or something similar. You think it was the same one?
I think it was the same. Somebody did it side by side.
Yeah, it looked the same.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
he wore that suit before, and that's okay. I think that's the real. I don't want to spend no $1,000 for no custom made suit because that's a custom made suit.
Tiffany Haddish wore that one dress how many times? 3 or 4 times?
She said 12 times. I was just watching the interview. She said that was my 12th time wearing it.
I agree. What do you think? Okay, let's start with Kimmy. What do y'all think about Kimmy?
She looked good. She has a very nice body.
Kimmy looked good, and it compliments her.
Yeah, draped
I thought
it
complimented her shape a lot,
and
it's her color. I'm so partial.
It looks like it,
but it looks like that's her color.
That is her color. Okay, what do y'all think about? I don't know who made everybody else's dresses. I know Rico. If y'all watch Married to Medicine, Rico, he was the reason I guess Quad and Mariah fell out.
Yeah, I remember him.
He made Mel's dress. What do y'all think?
Okay, that's why it looks unfinished.
Yeah.
Because people kept talking about this dress. They was just like, what's wrong with this dress? It don't look like it's done. Rico, in my opinion, no disrespect to him, he may have some great stuff out there. I just haven't seen it. It don't mean, because I didn't even like Candy's wedding dress.
That's what I was about to ask, if he was the wedding dressmaker.
Yes,
I thought he did good on
wedding dress. I'm sure he does great things because people tend to go to him. But
I thought he did Candy's dress really nicely, even though it took him a long time. In the end, I thought it was beautiful. I loved it.
But did y'all think it at least fit her body okay?
Who?
I thought it fit her well, Mel. It just had something about it.
It was something at the top that just didn't look right.
Right. Okay. Now
it wasn't sitting right. It wasn't, and they're sitting down, and that's what makes Tisha's dress look off.
Right.
Standing up, Tisha's dress looks fine, but sitting down, it looked like it swooped up or something. It was sitting on her chin or something.
What do y'all think about the hair? Her hair was the big.
Okay.
I didn't really see nothing. I mean, Tisha don't really take a lot of chances with her hair. So.
Okay.
She took a chance with that dress, though. I love it. She looks so good.
I like the color. I don't like the dress. I would not wear that. I think it's Fraggle Rock.
But I think her hair that everyone was talking about so bad, it complemented that dress. She looks like an old Hollywood star. To me.
And that's really my favorite color. That burnt orange.
Yeah, the orange is cute on her skin.
That is literally my favorite color. I always have my toes burnt orange.
Right.
I love that color. I just didn't. It doesn't look well sitting down.
Maybe that was it.
Fine standing up. It looked fine.
Yeah, I need a pillow. I'm pulling a Karen, y'all. I'll be right back. I gotta get a pillow.
Yeah, okay. Let me see where I'm at. I got the outfits. Carlos said to Martell, don't you split your pants. I don't think they was as tight as normal. I think maybe he done lost a little weight.
First of all, that's the look. But Martell is knocking on 40 if he's not already 40.
Yeah.
But that's the look. And in the 1940s, it was kind of popular. In the 50s, because if you look at like old videos of like the Temptations and stuff, they wore those pencil capri looking pantsuits.
Yeah,
they weren't as tight, but they were fitted.
They were fitted for their bodies, like they were tailor made, is what we'll say.
Yeah.
But I feel like his was maybe when he was a little smaller.
Possibly.
Yeah. COVID, and plus he's working out. So
they say he stayed somebody was in one of them groups I was in and it was saying, I'm in the gym right now. Bartell is in here.
Really?
They say he stay in the gym.
Well, he gonna sell some calendars, I guess. Okay. So do you think he introduced it was kind of sad to me because when he was introducing them, he introduced them as like couples. Like here's Kimmy and Maurice, and then here is the power couple, Tish and Marceau, and then he had to do Mel and Martell separate. And that kind of made it lets you know they all kind of started off as couples and now they're not. And that kind of messed with my little spirit a little bit. He called Mel the Queen Bee. Was that a dig or was he really feeling that's what she is?
I mean, she the Queen Bee.
Because he called her Beyonce, a Queen Bee, Mel, like
she's doing her thing right now. He was probably joking,
kind of making fun of her.
Me too. I feel like he was kind of making fun of her a little bit.
Because she's doing her thing right now, It was fine.
But they probably kid like that all the time. So he said it was been 2 years. He wanted to do the reunion because it had been 2 years since they had a reunion. Can you believe that? That's crazy. He wanted to make sure the right questions got asked and they answered the right way. And it was hard. I think some of those questions, they were like, oh my God, I did not want to talk about this. So the first thing, he went straight to it like Hallie said.
He didn't waste no time.
Do you regret doing the show? And Mel, do y'all regret doing the show?
Mel said no. Martell said yes. I was surprised that she said no.
I was too.
I mean, that she said
that he said no.
She didn't regret it because I couldn't imagine. Well, I mean, look, to say that if he wasn't on the show, I imagine that they would have broken up possibly anyway.
Right.
That's dealing with the assumption that whatever's going on would have continued to happen.
Yes. We got some comments. I'm sorry, people. Hold on.
But I just can't imagine going on a show. It highlighted so many things and your family is broken apart and you don't regret it. I found it shocking that she didn't.
You were thinking that she was doing this as an out. Who said that, or did somebody else? Did I read that?
I'm totally convinced.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that's why she didn't regret
on here.
Why would she need to do this as an out? Why would she need to do that?
I think it kind of put her on the trajectory of what she is now.
So that's why I think it's a positive for her. But Joy, when you're saying you think she came on the show with the intention of them breaking up, is that what you mean?
Yeah, I do.
I think why would she do that?
I think that was in the back of her head because it was a couple of things. I go back to in lieu of last season ending, Carlos did this thing. You remember that little show?
I do remember.
One of the things that he said to me, I will never forget. What we looked at is the first episode was the pilot. Like that's what he shopped around with. What we saw is episode 2 would be the first day of filming for them actually filming the show. Carlos had told Melanie that if this affair comes up, they would deal with it very delicately. And in a way, he kind of almost said to her inadvertently, we gonna make you look good.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. He said something like, we're gonna handle it something, and I felt that's how I felt that he was inadvertently saying you're gonna be fine out of this. He didn't say that.
I feel like he was saying he wasn't gonna sensationalize their
Hey, Latoria.
Hey, Tori.
And yes, he wasn't willing to do that. But she brought it up. He said first day of filming.
Yeah, they did because they talked about what was
it surprised even him.
Respectful cheating, right?
Yes, it surprised even him is my point. And when I go back and watch it, my husband and I had it on a couple of Saturdays ago, and I was just playing it. We were doing something around the house. And he and I both said, she been playing this exit since then. Because y'all have to remember the first set of episodes, they only got green light for so many episodes, 10, 12, something like that. And because it was such a hit, toward the end, Oprah ordered more. In between that, a whole bunch of stuff was going on that we were watching happening live. And that first set of episodes ended with Melanie asking for a separation. Remember, he was supposed to be going upstairs?
I don't know if I watched all of the first.
Yeah, you have to go back and watch. It ended. The first set of episodes ended with her asking him to leave, and it begins with him refusing to leave and him going upstairs. Yes, I think they got an addict or something upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, go back and rewatch.
I kind of do. At first, I didn't agree, but when she said she didn't regret it, I was thinking,
how could you not regret it?
Because she ended up on the upside of it all, and maybe if she would have ended on the lower side, she would. It could be the answer to that too. But I think he really thinks that if they wasn't on this show and his affair wasn't publicized, they may still be together.
I mean, I think it is a big difference.
Yeah.
You know, when you are having that hurt and humiliation by yourself.
Yes.
Versus the whole world telling you, giving you advice when you go to the grocery store, or if you go to drop your baby off at school and a lady trying to give you some advice.
You know she will.
I can imagine that's a different kind of humiliation.
It very much so. So T thinks Martell is immature. He's very immature. So let's get.
But I think that he has values that are so old school. It's kind of like arguing with my brother. Sometimes I argue with my brother. I'll be like, boy, I swear I'm in a conversation from 1950s something. Because he got old school values that are just
why should she regret it when they already had marriage problems before the show and he was cheating before the show?
Right. And everything she's done since then, she's been successful.
That's why I feel like
no reason for her to regret it.
Yeah, she's at the upswing of it all. So the people who are watching, as y'all come in, I want you to write down what you rate the reunion from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, and Carlos as a host, 1 to 10, with him being the best. All right. Okay. So this was his words. I kind of tried to write them because I really feel like he's regretting a lot. He said he feels like the show shined a light on things. He would still have his kids and his wife. So T's giving Carlos a 5.
Oh, wow!
She gave the reunion an 8. So why are you giving him a 5? I gave him did I give him an 8? Callie gave him a 9, and Joy gave him a 7.
7.5, 8.
7.5.
I gave it a 9,
and that's only because we're on episode 1.
Yeah, he
ain't really gotten to the meat and potatoes.
Okay, what did y'all think about the fashions? Who did y'all think was best dressed, worst dressed, and all that? Put that in the comments so I can put it up. It was a few things we kind of covered.
Tisha was the best for me. Tisha was the best, and then Kimmy.
Oh, you think so? I like Kimmy.
It was the color. Kim's dress fit her so good. I mean, so she did look great too. I just thought Tisha was the best.
Tori gave it both a 6. Okay.
What else was I looking at? Okay,
so hold on. I got a comment. I found out today that he didn't have no positive role models in his life. Is that Martell? So I don't think Martell. Okay, Martell knows what a real man is. He knows what he thinks a real man is. That explains why he is the way he is. First of all, his ankles was ashy. Stop it.
Stop. Were they, T?
I gotta go look.
Oh my God, let me pull it up.
You more ashy because you know Kenya love to say, "Give me some lotion. I'm ashy." She live off of that. Tish looked horrible. Callie thinks she looks the best.
I think she looks so good. The dress, I mean, to me, initially though, the wig was a mess. But when you see her standing up and just from head to toe, the color, her skin complexion, then she had the glitter all over her.
That glitter was horrible.
Old school. I thought it
now
looked
that
good.
was the most horriblest thing. That is what my daughter did in dance when she was like little. Like that is not supposed to be on a grown woman's face.
And it was going up here like it was blush.
It was on her chest. It was on her arm.
It was horrible. The Big Bird dress. I said, do y'all remember Down in Fraggle Rock?
Big Bird is yellow.
Kimmy looked amazing. Tish wig was horrible. Melody did what Melody does. I feel like she did too. Her and Martell was somewhat still coordinated. They do. I don't care what nobody say. They get dressed together.
She had on a black dress and he had on almost a powder blue
suit. So T, you gonna put glitter all over your face.
Possibly coordinated. He literally had on a blue, almost a powder blue suit.
But I think they're talking about, because her dress was kind of like old Holly. He kind of like both look like they should have been on Gone with the Wind. Is that the movie? I'm just saying. Come on, y'all know what I'm saying, right?
Here.
Is that not the movie?
My.
Like Red Butler and Scarlett would have been having that on. Y'all know I'm for real.
That's a mess.
Thank you, Latoria. Thank you. I like glitter, and I do have this stuff. It's called Glisten, but I do that at fun time. I don't just go out in the streets with people and have it all
out in the streets. She was at fun time. It was just work fun.
That was not fun. Well, that fun time I'm talking about is different than what y'all talking about. All right.
A mess.
So Millie felt like they wouldn't be married. Okay, what do y'all think about reading the comments? Because that was a big thing.
What? I didn't really read them.
No, I'm talking about Carlos. No, Tish said, Carlos, you gave me the best advice not to read the comments. And I used to read them, but I'm off of Twitter.
Melody showed and take that advice.
And neither does Martell, because he blocks people. So he lied.
He's fairly new, but neither one of them really should be on the comments because that to me, that's Melanie's, I don't want to say downfall. That wouldn't be fair. That's why I see her so negatively. Really, it's because of what she does on social media. That's my negative.
What does she do on
feelings
social media
about her come from what she does on social media.
So, like, give me an example.
Oh, every time there's a big argument, I know about it. When we have these conversations, haven't y'all noticed when I say stuff like, well, y'all remember when she posted da 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 da?
She does that anymore, right?
I haven't seen that in so long.
Well, the last time she did it, which we saw play out on the show, was the text messages that she sent at Easter.
Yeah, I don't think she's done it since then.
So she hasn't done it.
So that was 2 years ago, or one.
This wasn't no year ago. This was in May. This was at Easter. Year? It was April. Yeah, it played out on the show. And we knew about it. I knew about it in real time.
I thought that was last year.
No.
Maybe it was a picture
when Martell posted a picture of his children, and the baby was going to daycare. They're the Hope baby. And he said, all 5 of my, I'm going to take my baby.
Oh, yeah, it was this year.
And all 5 of my kids will go with
I understand what she did.
That was Easter. The reason we know it was Easter was because the screenshots that Melanie sent, it was after Easter, was about him wanting to be with them on Easter.
Yeah, I think that was justified. That's the one I will justify.
I definitely don't think so. But
Martell's been lying up there. That was great advice. Hi, Velma. Okay, I agree. The casual read the comments. People are horrible online and get tough behind the screens. The comments will make you want to take a road trip. Just avoid them. Yes, it could, and it can cause depression. Some of the stuff they say, I'm not gonna talk about Potomac, but I feel like Wendy read the comments a lot too, and I don't want her to read them this year. No, she hasn't. Martell, hold on. Martell has been the one posting. He's posting a little more. I just think they all need to stop. But I do agree with that advice. Do you think any of the other ones read the comments and respond, or is it just Martell and Mel mostly?
In my opinion, Martell has been doing what he thinks is damage control, because Mel has posted for years. I don't know if y'all are new to this show, but we all knew in real time everything that was going on. Mel was she used to do Q&As on a whim. You could literally right now go, I don't know if she's still doing it, but I can prove to you that I personally have asked her questions and she has answered them on Twitter.
You think that they feel like they're being
she answered one a few weeks ago.
Yeah, she does the Q&A. But I mean, Candy, they all do that now because they want to feel like they're accessible to the people who watch the show. So a lot of them now are doing that. Like, that's the thing that they're doing. And then most of them kind of do it on their podcast.
It's one thing to do it in the end of a season. I could respect that. That usually happens. And a lot of people who want to interact with fans, I get that. But Mel does it in the middle of the season. It's things that she answers that haven't even played out on screen, or she's given us a preview of things.
I don't know what she's doing on that. I feel like if you don't want to see it, don't watch it. I don't watch it. Yeah, Melody doesn't want.
I'm gonna watch
what needs to. Okay, Melody does what needs to be done to keep herself in the show relevant. I'm not upset. It gives folks stuff to talk about in the off season. I think that is why they do it. But I feel like they both do a little bit too
detrimental to your own mental health, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think it's helping her.
That's really the issue. You
can't. Melody's mental.
No, I'm not saying. I said your own mental health. If you listen to the hurt or see the hurt on her face, I as much as I want to defend Martell, that's real pain on her face.
Yes, it is.
I mean, that's real. I mean, this is a show. We're being entertained, but I see real pain on her face. Yeah. And to me, it's inflicted, it's almost self-inflicting. You have to unplug, in my opinion, from that. If this is real. Now, if it's just 100% entertainment, okay, let me plug up and watch and laugh.
Right.
But I thought I was seeing real pain on her face.
It is real pain.
Was yesterday the first time that you noticed? Was this the first time you've noticed real pain?
I've always seen pain on her face.
But you've always supported Martell too.
It's not that I always support Martell. I see a lot of the things that she do is self-inflicting. I don't understand how she moves. I guess because in my head, for me, I want to protect myself.
That's the kind I
don't understand.
Yeah. We don't understand
that she does. It doesn't make sense to me.
It is. But I understand. I mean, I wouldn't do it personally. Yeah. But I don't know if that's a Scorpio thing. I don't know.
Right. But when it's self-inflicted, I mean, Martell has done all of this, so it's self-inflicting for him that has kind of brought it on. So in some instances, we do see people that support Martell, but not support Melody. So, Joy, when you say it's self-inflicted, yeah, his is self-inflicted too, but he still gets support for some reason. Not from a lot, but from.
I don't know so much that he gets support as I think that people try to explain his behavior. Because a lot of the things that both of them, well, I don't really see it as support. I can see how, well, maybe it is in a way it is support, but it's just I can understand some of the things he does or why he reacts to some things. I don't understand hers. As a woman, I don't understand hers. I try to protect my heart as much as humanly possible, and I can only take so much pain for so long before I crack, and I can't be in that kind of misery for that long. I don't know what I would do. I don't understand it. It seems like so many things could be solved by just walking away.
I think they're on the show. I think if they wasn't on the show together, it probably would be easier. So reality TV as a whole is detrimental, T says. I agree, Joy. Mm-hmm. I had to unplug from my Facebook a little today about Huntsville. Them Huntsville, I don't go in those groups because they are.
Did you, Toria?
Yeah, she sent me the thing like it's my fault. She blamed me. I'm like, first of all, I don't even go in those groups, Tori. But okay, I can't go.
I do, but I don't argue. Like I can't. I've had a couple of people want to argue with me. I just don't respond.
I can't.
It's not that serious. I'm not finna argue with people that I don't even know. I ain't never even met none of these people.
So T,
this serious.
That's what I'm saying, T, because I know with me, I protect myself. And sometimes it's to my own detriment that I don't let people in because I'm so like a barrier around me. But we are never going to fully understand what motivates someone else, and we can't expect people to do as we would. So I don't,
Right.
So that was to you, Joy.
I just don't understand. I can't expect her to be me, and I'm not. I just don't understand it. I just don't.
We saw the Judicis, I think that's how they say it, and Gorgas fall apart. RealiTEA is toxic. It will tear up a family. What he did with Fishes. Okay, let's get to that. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna skip that. We're about to get to that. Tori
was very low.
Joy, she does her own thing, and Marcel is the one following her. Just like he's coming to an event, but that was for the show. I think he wasn't invited to worry about what man she's with, and so that is true. Okay, let me get to some more other things so we can, because this reunion had a lot. And if y'all have something I skipped, let me know. So, oh gosh, Maurice. Okay, so what did y'all think about Maurice hating the title? I thought this was very smart of him because it was supposed to be like a construction show, and they knew when they made it Love and Marriage Huntsville, it was going to be more. I did like the fact that Marceau, they turned this show into, he said, the cuss word shit. But he listed all the things that they have done. And they really have accomplished a lot of things. I think people just focus on the negative. Do you all wish that it would have stayed construction or?
It wouldn't have been on.
Not for long, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't have been on anywhere for long.
It wouldn't have been on anywhere for long. And this fit at that time. Oprah had 2 other franchises. Y'all remember Charlotte? And it was another one somewhere else because I watched it.
Like I watched the one.
It was Love and Marriage Charlotte.
Really?
It was 2 other franchises.
Oh, I never knew
and neither one of them I think got a season and a half maybe. But Charlotte, I watched that one because I thought it was really interesting. It made me want to go to Charlotte because of the community that they had there. And I've heard that it's a good place for Black people to live.
But, live in Charlotte.
Yeah, I watched Charlotte. So when I had heard about Huntsville coming out, I jumped on. I was on board, ahead of time because I watched.
I already told you how to start watching it. It was Kenya and Carlos did a live, and y'all know I'm Kenya Moore's biggest fan with one of them. And she was talking about the show, and they did like a recap of it. And I was all in, and so I went and found it. I wouldn't even be watching it to this day if it wasn't for them. And this was like after she got pregnant, so I had to go back and find the old ones.
So I know
the name of that
this
show.
Is some crazy crap.
It looks like the
I was glad that he did list all those accolades. What you saying?
The name of the show was To Have and to Hold Charlotte.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that what it was called?
What is Queen City? I can't see your phone.
You can't see it, but yeah, it says To Have and to Hold Charlotte Cast, Oprah.com. Yeah.
All right. I haven't looked for that. Queen City is upcoming. A lot of great things. I don't know. It's a real estate show with the women too. The ladies of real estate or something.
Yes, I did see that. Yeah, I plan to look at that one. Yeah.
So do you think that they have accomplished a lot, or do you think
that it's just they didn't make it? Yeah, they accomplished some good things.
I think so too. I mean, they went from not having their own businesses to their businesses growing. Martell now has his calendar. Mel has her singing career, as y'all say. And what else?
I mean, if rumors are true, prior to this, Marceau was a manager at a movie
theater.
Yeah.
I mean, and this show, I mean, not to say that Black wouldn't have been successful, but let's be clear. It's more successful because of a show like this.
It is very successful. And I think the reason Mel's song did so great was because of this show too.
You know, but as I'm looking at the picture for this other show, Charlotte, I can look and tell why the show didn't succeed. These people, Love in Huntsville looks more like us, more like normal people.
Oh.
And they didn't necessarily go and pick the prettiest, prim, and proper top of the echelon type people. They picked people that are more relatable. This cast here looks a little bit
plastic.
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so if this one wasn't love, it was another one then, because there was actually a love and marriage something, another city. It was another, and I want to say it was Atlanta or
that
somewhere.
Show was dry.
Charlotte may have been something else.
He said it was dry. Huntsville had enough drama, so it did have to need some drama to stay interesting. It really did. So I think them, even though Mel probably shouldn't have said respectful cheating, it kind of helped the show stay on task. Other comeback group problems could have helped it too.
Yeah, it was.
So let's get into the side chick stuff. Does any of y'all think that Tish?
Yeah, it was Atlanta, because here is Love and Marriage. Atlanta meets Huntsville. Okay, yeah, I knew it was something because I watched it.
Well, we got to stay on this one, y'all. We got another show.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So,
I'm on the show. I got him on the show.
Oh, she on the show. Hey, everybody. So, anybody, we won't stay on this long because I feel like they nipped it in the bud. Who believes that Kimmy was a side chick?
I don't.
Callie?
Goodness gracious.
Oh, no.
So, okay, so what was the comment about the toothbrush? What do y'all get?
I didn't get that. So it sounds like somebody was together, a couple was together, they left a toothbrush, they used it. Now, would you use it again after they use it? So it has something to do with a relationship.
So do you think that somebody used Kiowa? What's her name? Say again.
Kiowa.
Oh, yeah, because he did say Kiowa did something wrong that broke him up. So was
it that somebody used Kiwi? He called it Kiwi. So did somebody use Kiwi?
Well, he didn't really say, but it was unforgivable. And when you
whatever
think
it was,
what a man thinks is unforgivable,
right?
In my head, is money or
cheating.
Yeah,
I agree. I mean, but she still felt like there was hope for them. And I wonder if this is when he was a little bigger and she felt like
she likes the big guys though. Her husband.
I think they said Martell had a receding hairline and he needed braces. They said that, yes, girl, go look at them pictures.
He definitely had a receding hairline. He cut off his hair.
Yeah, they said that Marceau and Maurice were a little bigger. So they've all kind of evolved into what they are now, which I think they probably still were good looking, you know. I don't think she was, but if the papers weren't completely filed, maybe that's why they're saying that. We'll talk about papers not being filed too in separation in a minute.
I think the papers were filed. I don't think that's the issue. I think that the reality is they met each other probably when they had separated, but they had when they were separated, they were literally in two different states.
Right. He was in Florida.
He was either in Florida or Huntsville.
So, I think the papers were filed, but she didn't sign. Was that what it was? Like she didn't sign the first time or something?
He couldn't even. One of the things he said, because that's the same thing in Missouri.
He don't stop.
Is that he didn't, she didn't get him. They sent him out.
Oh, but she didn't get him.
And she didn't get him. So you have to pay for it again.
You sure she just didn't reject him?
You can hide from them, or
that's what I was.
Refuse to take them.
That's what's happening. Okay, so the toothbrush was an analogy. Kumbaya. That's
but
Kyle.
Why would anybody want to help put that negative thing out there? Why would Tisha support not talking about that crap if everybody knows it wasn't true? I don't like that.
Yeah, I think
that's all they talk about with her.
I feel like that was bad. They should not have done that. They said they felt it was laughable, but I don't think that it was said in that way in the beginning, in my opinion. But anyway, where else are we? Oh, okay. So let's get to the Mel and Martell of it all. Are y'all ready? God. Y'all have anything else we want to talk about? All right. That Tish supported it because she was mad at Kimmy at the time. So why was she mad at Kimmy? Because she felt like she was on Mel's side. Was this when this was happening? But she felt like she didn't support her with the Mel and Marceau saying he was cheating, or was this something else?
What's strange to me is both of them fight over the Melanie's friendship, which is so weird.
It's so weird.
It's so weird to me.
Kimmy and Tisha?
Yeah.
I don't get Kimmy doing that.
Well, I don't think that Kimmy does it, but
she has to talk about it with Tisha.
I think, I don't want to say takes pleasure, but there is some kind of something in. Oh, I'm in the ins and you in the outs.
Quite a few.
I'm in the ins and you in the outs.
Yeah.
Oh, I got something about that. It's something about that, because the reality is Tisha wanted Kimmy not to be friends with Mel when
she did.
That's really the crust of their
because of the
loyalty issue. That's
I really think Wanda was part of that, because she was like, I don't like that Kimmy. She should have been on your side. Yeah. I think it was her mom. Do y'all think that?
And her family. Her family feel like she's not loyal.
Do you feel like Tish is threatened by Kimmy?
Tish has a little, well, I wouldn't say threatened, but she just seems to be a controlling, needy type of person. So anything can be done with somebody else. And if she feels like she wasn't invited, she thinks they're talking about her, etc., it'll blow up maybe a little bigger than it would or should.
So Tori that says that, do y'all think that Tish may be intimidated by Kimmy because she is a stronger woman in that family?
She isn't the head daughter-in-law.
She isn't the head daughter-in-law.
I don't think Tish is intimidated. I mean, Kim, say that again. What's the question?
I'll put it back up. Do y'all think Tish may be intimidated by Kimmy because she is another strong woman in the family? Like,
I think that she can't control her. I think that she can't control her. I think that irritates her, because she's immature in regards to feeling that Kimmy wasn't loyal to her when someone was saying things about her and Marceau.
Yes.
And she felt like, he talking about your brother-in-law. Why are you not standing behind me? Why are you still being friends with her?
Okay, T summed it up just like kind of what you were saying, Joy, but a little shorter. Tish is intimidated because Kimmy has her own mind and does what she wants. She doesn't follow her. And I feel like she's like, if I'm mad at her, you got to be mad at her. Right. If I'm not friends with her, you got to be friends with her. We got to be gang. They not robbing, they not gang.
That's what she wanted.
Yeah, that's what she wanted.
And Kimmy wasn't gang.
Yeah. And sorry, Tish, but I feel like Tish, I like her, but I feel like sometimes she's the only child, no, right? I'm the only child, don't act like that.
I was kind of confused.
Tish has a brother.
I want to think she has a brother, because I was wondering, did she have an older brother? But her mama couldn't have been that much.
Right, because she like 15 years older.
Yeah, because I was thinking maybe she had older brother, because I was trying to figure out how she knew my brother. My brother and her are connected somehow. Not know him, but they were friends on Facebook, and they graduated from the same high school. But my brother came out in like 1990. I know Tisha didn't come out until way later.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to figure out,
like 10, right?
That's why I was trying to figure out how they would know each other than graduating from the same high school. Because Tisha's younger than me. So
Tish is younger than me, right?
Way younger than me.
I'm 40. How old is Tish? She's younger than me.
I really don't know how old she is, but I was trying to figure out.
Y'all have to look that up.
My brother knew a cousin or somebody.
So are y'all ready for Martell and Mel?
Yeah.
Scott? Well, I don't know what it was before Scott. All right. Woo! Okay, who's talking? Shut up, girl. Who is this?
I know this ain't right.
Your brother done hit Wanda. Woohoo. No, her brother was not with Wanda.
We might need a DNA test on Tisha. That could be your niece.
No, I was saying my brother was connected not to Wanda, but when this show had first came out, I was looking for them on Facebook. And when I looked up Tisha, I noticed that my brother and her were Facebook friends. And my brother don't even watch this show. So when he's not on Facebook like this, so I figured maybe he knew her through. Maybe
she was just playing, Joy. Joy was like, hold on. She was just playing. Joy was like, no.
But my brother is like 50.
And Wanda's
how old am I? Right? No, he's 49.
Yeah, Wanda is not 49. That old though, right?
I'm thinking Wanda 55 is what I heard.
I'm not ready for Martell.
Only a couple of years older than Kimmy, by the way. Because Kimmy is like 52,
right?
No, she like 52-ish or 3.
T ready. Okay, T, you got some questions. Ask me what y'all want. Say what y'all want me to put up here. And I'm gonna put it. But we're gonna talk about Mel.
These little TikTok videos are all right. Let's get to the Martell of it all.
Okay, y'all ready?
What is
Woo! So
it broke my heart.
Martell said he's not a cheater.
He pulled a joy. Well, what happened was
y'all better stop
I'm
it.
not a cheater at heart.
Okay, y'all, I'm gonna try to read this. Martell said he's not a cheater, and the next woman he gets with, he's not gonna cheat on.
That's gonna be a chihuahua.
Why is he not with Coleslaw?
Somebody asked her that yesterday on her live.
Why did Carlos not ask her?
I hope he asks him that, and I hope they air it.
I'm gonna give him a 1. Because that is the question we need to know.
Yeah, because that
well, he did ask, would you be married to her if things were different?
But why is he not with her now? We're going to get to that in a minute. So, do y'all think Martell is a cheater? Who says yes?
Of course. He's admitted to cheating.
Do you think he's a serial cheater? Because
I really don't know. I know of a family member, one in particular, who cheated with family. And it was my side that actually got cheated on, and this was a relative. And I remember when he got remarried, I remember thinking, "Po baby, she gonna
believe once a cheater, always a cheater."
And he did not.
Are you sure?
No, he didn't.
If he, I just don't believe that he. According to her, he hasn't.
And he's a little bit
Well,
older.
he could have did what Martell tried to do, is get more sophisticated on how not to get busted.
Okay, so what do y'all think? Hold on, let's see before I move on. Yes, he is a cheater, but if he does it a lot, I don't know. So he's a serial cheater. Do you believe once a cheater, always a cheater? Because I've heard that, but I don't believe that because I cheated before, and now I would not cheat. I'm content. I'm happy.
You cheated on a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sure, absolutely.
I've never cheated,
and I haven't had a lot of boyfriends, but I would, if you want me to. Anyway, we ain't gonna talk about me, girl. Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
I was about to tell on myself.
I'm hearing, man.
We'll do that after the show. We're gonna do it after the show. Okay.
Well,
stop it, Tori. Okay, so then what do y'all think about this? The pandemic happened. He had the baby. Was the baby in December?
Yes. The reason I think that it was in December because she just posted she did a Q&A and somebody asked Ariane, why does she post the baby? She said the baby is about to take his 1-year-old pictures and I'll post them.
Oh my God. Okay.
So yes.
Oh my God. Okay.
They're roughly a year apart.
So if he was leaving the house, were any gyms open? Do y'all think any gyms were open?
Yeah, they were here in Kansas City.
So y'all gyms were open. So he could have been going to the gym.
Yeah, but we know he was also going.
So are you saying something else was open, Callie? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, her thighs, I guess.
Okay. No, her mouth.
I think her mouth everything was closed.
Her mouth was open. Is that what you said, Joe?
I think everything was closed initially. Because like in March, all the schools closed. You had to go pick up.
Yeah, everything.
I had to go pick up my daughter by the 20th of March. Yeah. I remember those days, unfortunately, because that was just a terrible week.
He was working something out. He was working out somebody's job.
She had to, and so everything had closed on the 20th. Schools weren't even open.
So what do you think about that? Because Carlos kind of talked about this. Hold on. Everything was shut down. Did
you see what I posted about that?
Was nothing over, nothing was open, not even my community gym.
Yeah. Not here. In St. Louis, gyms didn't open until maybe the end of May, the 1st of June.
Yeah, they were the last ones to open here.
Yeah, they were literally some of the last things to open.
Yeah. So what do y'all think about this? Mel had just had a baby. It's in the middle of the pandemic. He's running around. Does it seem like he put her in front of his wife, his newborn, and then his other children, just so he could see this lady?
He did.
That's what he basically admitted to doing.
But he said that Carlos is making it worse than it is. Do you think that Carlos did that, or is
Carlos
that just...
could have made it a lot worse, and it would have been okay? Because the fact is, we did not know what was going to happen to anybody in that pandemic. How does he know what Coleslaw was doing all day before he got there? Who is she with? And then, so not only are you over there stuffing the bell pepper or whatever y'all told me that little thing was, but you bringing all that back into your home. Is that what it was? Eggplant? You bringing all that stuff back into your home.
That's scary.
With your wife and with your kids. So, I mean, it was reckless. But, you know, he ain't the first one. He's just the only one on TV.
That's true. So he put his needs before his family. That kind of, I wonder if he... she said, what you call the bell pepper? It's an eggplant. Can somebody show her the eggplant emoji, please?
No, I found it. I posted it.
Oh, you did? Oh, she found it. Okay. Was going to learn. Okay. So then Mel said that he said he was not going to see her. And I'm like, why do you think he's still lying about this? Because there's a proof with the baby. What is him lying about him going to see her accomplishing right now?
Deny.
Oh Lord! Even with proof, like it's before the baby.
Deny.
And the way Carlos looked at him is like, Martell, really? But you know,
and we know that he was doing it at that time because if you remember, again, here's an example of Melanie going on social media. She went on. She put him out.
Okay.
And Martell did a live at a hotel.
Well, he went live too then.
He did. It was a response.
Well, we got somebody.
Yeah, she put him out.
Ooh. We about to get there. I didn't like how they tried to make Mel look bad.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Sharika.
She said she had moved out and they were she said she didn't think they were going to get back together. I agree, Shanika. Is it Shanika? Sharika. Sorry, Sharika. I have a stigmatism. That wasn't on purpose. So he said, Mel said this when she figured she was going to stop was when he was trying to be sophisticated, as Callie said, with his cheating. He said that he talked to the older man. Do older men really say this to people?
Yeah.
I know. Please tell me no.
They do. But just like older women. What? Joy. They do. But just like with older women that tell us to stay with these men and don't do anything to make them cry or make them sad, because if they hit you, that means you got to figure out why and be nicer. And you know, we are so far beyond that. But yeah, people still say that kind of crazy mess.
I just can't believe that. I don't like it.
Look at that look on Joy's face, y'all.
Because it's sad. So he felt.
I think.
Go ahead. We're ready. Because I was gonna read. Okay, so she said he wanted her to learn to accept him cheating. He wanted her to talk to the older women. He wanted her to figure out how to do it better. He wanted to be a smarter cheater. What y'all got to say about it? I need somebody to talk about this.
Let me just put this into perspective.
Okay.
So he lost all of his businesses when they separated. Right. You get to talking to him and you realize, well, Melody is the one with the construction license, right?
Right.
Martell's talking to his buddy. And the buddy says, well, you been studying? No, man, I ain't the one. So in other words, you study to figure out how not to get busted cheating. But you don't study to figure out how to get your own construction license and walk on your own instead of having to tail behind somebody else. I mean, that was just
I'm waiting for somebody to talk about it.
Look, come on, nobody's perfect, but them priorities. Think about that. I'm gonna really figure out how not to get busted cheating. But
I need some comments.
I don't want to look at that book to take a test and do my own thing. I like being a coattail
you speaking the word, Callie. Woo.
I think that Martell cheated.
So, Victoria.
I think Martell cheated for so long, and Mel knew about it, and Mel was dealing with it in however her insane way. Mm-hmm. And he thought that that would continue. Woo! Because I just don't think he would have stopped until he had to stop. And I think the reality of this girl, when he could have 100% access to her if he wanted, it was no longer fun.
Oh, you talking about after the split? It wasn't a fun like adventure for him.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, I can imagine cheating being fun, exciting, something new. You have a you know, Black women tend to get more conservative sexually as we get older, because a lot of times we usually become more religious. Where you have
is that
no, I do think this is like some of the crust of some of their issues. We do become that. I do believe that Black women become very, especially if you got married young. We become more
they did get married
sexually.
Young. They got married, yeah.
Yeah, you become more conservative sexually. When you've been single a long time, that's the reason why married men find single women so exciting, because they keep things exciting. We tend, that's not always, and it's not everybody, we tend to be more conservative.
T said that ain't right for her.
I was about
I said what we tend to do.
I done got older, and I feel like once I got 40.
You lucky if you're married to somebody and you're still on the same level over the years. You're growing as a couple. Let's be honest. Let's not talk about Joy. Let's talk about what happened. They weren't on the same page. There were things that she just did not want to do.
We got a lot of people.
She just did not want to do.
I agree too.
There were things he wanted to do. And when she flat out said she did not want to do it, he went and found somebody that was.
I think she was like that from the beginning. No, but she was like that from the beginning.
That's fine.
And he accepted it. And he still married her.
What you like at 28
expected her to just do that because it's totally different
at 40.
Okay,
what you like sexually at 28 is totally different at 40.
Well, he should have got a toy that would do it for him instead of an areola.
So
because that is too much. That is bringing diseases to your wife. That is bringing stuff to your family. That's not
everybody, though, Sharice. I know what you're saying. Yes, the average woman does increase. But if you're not feeling like you're supported, getting help, got some kind of balance at home, you could also be withdrawing from him.
That's probably what he was doing. She was doing.
And I'm not arguing. I'm just saying. But he wants something different. And Melanie wasn't bothered.
So she wanted something different.
I'm like, hold on, you talking about me now. I am more... Well, anyway, we're going to talk about me today.
She wanted something different too, Joy. She wanted something different. And Martell didn't do what you said.
Tell her, Sharice. Is that your friend?
I ain't saying what's not good or not good.
So, Joy, I don't know if you like, did you have a girls' night out and your girl said, yeah, we don't have sex anymore? I mean, why do you say that? Because that is so not true. I could probably write a book. Superhead ain't got nothing on me when the time
you
is
don't
right.
have to write a book. All you have to do is have conversation.
So you've had conversations, and your girlfriends say that it's not, they don't want to do it much anymore.
No, have a conversation with men. They'll tell you that if you the best way to not have sex is to get married.
This is interesting.
What? Yes. What kind of man are you around, Joy?
I have conversations with men.
I do. Okay. I talk to more men than women, and I ain't never heard that before.
But Joy, have you had a conversation with a group of women that have said that? And that's why you did that.
That's Tessa. How you doing? I told you to come on and talk. We're talking about Martell.
Women said that, Joy? Women have said that?
The average, I think that there is, when you're with someone, it depends on what your situation is. And I just think that all you have to do is look at cheating statistics and having conversations with men. Black women tend to
you are blaming this on the woman.
Conservative as we get
men that are being greedy.
And you're getting that
man on here who would do anything for their man.
Yeah, and that man will still cheat. Men. You're getting that from men.
Right,
So you
they
listen
lying.
to men and you're taking what they say and you're believing that.
They're lying.
I can't.
A woman can do everything that her man wants, and he still will cheat if he wants to cheat.
Absolutely.
That's but you are sitting here blaming women. In my opinion,
I did not. Where y'all get that from? I said that we tend to become more conservative sexually. That's not necessarily a good or a bad thing. I'm just saying that if you get married young and
who
you
they having sex
marry
with?
and you're with someone, women
honey has a point.
Be more.
No, I feel like in this situation,
she
started off. T said, "Who is with you?" Like,
thank you.
He started. Okay, when they
I wish it was some men in here because I've had straight up conversations. I've listened to conversations. Matter of fact, I remember one guy telling me that a guy telling me the type of woman that a man usually picks. Matter of fact, I had this conversation recently.
Okay, well, listen.
I remember my friend telling me that no man wants to walk in a room and feel like that the woman that he's picked would have slept with any other man in the room. So he ain't gonna marry the slut.
Sometimes
he's going to marry the good girl.
And then he want her to be.
But he's gonna cheat with the slut.
Right. Okay. But that's his issue, not hers.
Nobody said it was.
But Joy,
the way you worded it made it seem like
nobody said it was her
because
issue.
The woman
all I'm saying is
sexually
you can't help what happens to you as you get a little older. If that's your mindset, all I'm saying is that the reaction, if a woman is getting older and becomes more conservative, the man's reaction is his reaction.
But I never heard anybody say that because I'm religious, I'm not having sex. God created
I didn't say that.
Whoever your higher power
becoming more conservative. I don't want to get graphic. I don't want to get graphic. But being more conservative doesn't mean that you're not having sex. It just means that you're maybe not as freaky as he would want you to be. I'm not trying to go into that conversation.
That's his issue then, not yours.
Okay, so
if he married you and you didn't do this stuff,
y'all.
Here's my problem.
I know you tend to like the guy side. Okay, hold on. I can't agree with that one. Okay. Enjoy defense. Married men do say that the sex decline after marriage, but it's not because Black women become more conservative. Decline in sex usually has more to do with other issues.
I agree with
that conservative thing. That's a lot. Look at Kanye and the one. There's a lot of men that turn garden tools into a housewife. I was gonna say that too.
They don't stay married to them. That's so rare. Most men don't do that. It ain't a man in the world that would have thought that, no disrespect. Well, it is disrespectful that Kim Kardashian was a marrying type, but Kanye was.
Okay. I'm sorry. What? Repeat that, Joy.
It's just men wouldn't have picked. They would have played with her.
Velma's trying to figure you out, but we done with that, Velma. We can't figure her out.
I mean, that girl ain't even. Already was knocking on crazy doors. She done knocked him over the edge.
When you get through, he was so comfortable getting away with cheating. He wanted Mel to take it and not complain. That is the main issue. It wasn't about her not doing certain things. It was because he wanted to do it and her allow him to do it. That was the main thing. It wasn't because she got conservative, because if you think about it, she said she never was the type to do that. And he was like, he didn't even say she was. And he went out and found this girl who would do this.
Okay, let me just say this. Say this. Having a conversation about this show, a friend of mine who lives there, who is a guy, told me he knows personally two men personally. I wish John was on here because it's a good friend of mine was on here that can verify this, that have divorced because of that.
Well, that's their issue. If you
I'm not arguing to say that it is or it's not. I'm just
they
saying.
Won't do that to you. That says more about you in there. Because if she does everything else, or almost 90% of the stuff that you need her to do as a wife, and you divorce her because of that, that says a lot about you.
Well,
everybody can't be your everything. Everybody can't be your everything.
Okay, so Joy, my
and two men is not the world. Tell us, Sharice.
Yeah, my two men. That's not my only problem. Joy, is what you said is based on what men have told you. And what you said is if this woman is not doing what her husband wants her to do, then I'm okay to step out and do something else. Because as a Black woman, we go slow with it when we get older. You're getting that information from men. We are not the men. It's not true. Men are going to say and do whatever they want to do to have an excuse in their mind to go out and cheat. When the fact is, we want it more as we grow older. It's them that needs the Viagra, not us.
Right. It's the opposite. And Cherie said, what about what a woman needs? Like if she feels like she's not getting what she needs at home, she might dry up. I mean, you gonna get wet for what you get wet for. I'm just gonna be honest. We're gonna be talking right and real in here. And if she don't want to do that, it's because sometimes it's what he's doing out there in these streets. I don't want to do that to him if he's doing it inside of her mouth too. No. I'm just gonna be real because y'all acting like Martell is not doing stuff. Yes, it's an excuse.
Yeah, it's an excuse. But I also don't think that, and I know that Joy, I already knew 2 days ago Joy was not going to do
Joy, but go ahead, Callie.
I also don't think that Mel cheated. And here's why I say that. First of all, when we talk about these little breakup times, how many of these men out here come back with breakup babies? Did we just forget all that? But yet you mad when this lady broke up, moved out, and spent time with somebody else? It ain't no baby. Y'all not under the same roof. Martell was with that Areola chick when he was living under the same roof with his wife and his kids. Yet you mad at what Melody did when she's moved out because you cheating and you're saying she's cheating? You cheated, Martell. You cheated while living there with your family. She was the respectable one in the relationship that said, this ain't working. I'm moving out. What she does when she moved out is none of your concern.
So it happened in 2017 too, right? I like the fact that she was still respectful of this woman and called her his child's mother. She never called her out of her name this whole reunion.
She's being as mature as she can be.
Screams and shouts and goes off. I feel like she was very calm.
She was very humiliated too.
In the end, she was
showed it or not.
I don't think she cheated.
She left him.
Okay, that's a question we can ask. Who thinks that she cheated? And what she did was considered cheating.
It was not.
So what happened, if you don't know, is they lived together. The chick called her. She found out that he was cheating on her. And we need to talk about what he said to Marceau too. And so the chicks called her. They separate. She gets her own place.
Right.
And then she starts talking to this other guy. Is that cheating? Latoya says no. Callie says no. Mel did not cheat. T says no.
And the main difference.
Well, according to Ariane, that she didn't. Ariane gets baby no wasn't made until after Mel left.
Okay, Ariane gets no say so in this.
I'm just saying. I'm
he didn't wear condom
her text that she sent.
I'm not believing her.
We don't care about her
text.
We don't care about her text.
And then she gonna say, we stopped talking 2 weeks before the baby was born. So that means he just impregnate you and then drop you.
No, she was saying 2 weeks before Melanie's baby was born.
Okay, we don't care.
In other words, she's saying that they didn't even hook back up again. I'm gonna read to you. Let's be clear. After she left her family during the middle of the pandemic, Martell contacted me, not before. That's when she so-called moved to Atlanta, and he stated he wanted a divorce, not before.
Yeah, this is the intermission if you hadn't noticed.
In December, 2 weeks before his child was born with her. Wow. We both were moving on with our life. We didn't talk for 3 months.
Woo. 3 whole months.
But then she got pregnant.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, that is 90 days.
This man dropped her and she came
Where
back.
is the Golden Globe Award for 90 days? I mean, woo, woo, woo. She just throw her text away. We do not care what
Tessa,
she has to say.
I'm going to agree with you a little bit. But then the same thing would probably be make Kimmy a side chick if they weren't divorced yet either. But what Mel did was considered adultery, which is cheating. They were legally married. I do think they were still legally married. But Wanda legally married with a boyfriend, so
she can't
I don't know.
But wait a minute, you said whatever you just said would make what?
How do you want me to go back to it?
You said something about that would make Kimmy a side chick?
Yeah, if they weren't legally married, divorced yet.
Okay, so they were married, but he was living out of state.
But according to what Tessa said, it don't matter. Living out of state and not living in the same house is still considered cheating. I was just somebody at work.
Yeah,
I was.
Yeah.
If the baby was born in December, then the baby was conceived in February, March of 2020. When was the baby born? Her baby was born in December. Mm-hmm. So that was during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. But yet Mel filed.
Well, I'm just saying, she said that she had left.
I don't care about what she says either. I didn't even listen to what Joy said because that Coleslaw lady is not my friend.
She ain't died either. I ain't taking up for this mess.
She shouldn't have
I know y'all think but I'm really not.
And then why are you sitting here communicating with Carlos on social media? Stop.
I don't think he probably blocked her. No, he couldn't have. But she tried to inbox him. That's why I was wondering, was his inboxes off? Yeah. Because she said, check your inbox. I'll see your inbox. And then underneath that, she wrote something
about don't talk about me.
Whatever she has, because he doesn't respond to her.
No.
He does not respond to her.
So Tessa, to answer your question, because Callie, you were kind of confused what I was saying. She said, I don't fault her, but to be honest, it was cheating. I agree, but I don't fault her. That was me too. But the scale was way unbalanced. 5 years of cheating versus one incident that we know of. Do y'all believe that she did not remember?
No, she remember. Of course, we remember what we doing with somebody's pepper jack.
Yeah, they pepper jack. Ariane wants to be on the show so bad. She does. I mean, I really feel like, as Joy always says, it's about Nene and stripping. Mel should have said, I did it and I liked it.
She should have.
And Martell would have died.
And look, I'm going to say something so bad.
She said, I liked it.
No, she should have said, and I'm good at it.
Right, and he liked it. That's what she should have said.
Well, because
I wanted her to just say, yes, I
did. He clearly said that about Areola. He clearly said, well, Areola makes me feel.
It is adorable. I do. Is there such thing as justified, respectable adultery?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, she knew. I wish she would have just said, yes, I did it. He liked it. I liked it.
But what? I don't care how mad or how bad things are. Why would you do that to the mother of 4 of your kids?
You mean record it? What do y'all think about him recording?
To record that, then you put it out.
I know why he did it.
Why, Joy? Because he
wouldn't have believed it. The reality is, we wouldn't have believed him because.
But why do we have to believe?
We have been calling him a liar. We have been calling him a liar.
And
he's making this stuff up all this time.
We've been making stuff up.
No,
that he's been
making stuff up, all because it seemed like it came out of nowhere, and that's why I always say I don't like this social. If things had just played out on the show, it played out on the show. When you decide to go to social media, it placed him in a situation where it wasn't just us, the fans, making judgment. It was it.
He recorded. We got it. I'm not gonna post it. But we got
heard it, Latoya.
I'll send it to you.
The dirt wasn't on. We didn't dig up the dirt. They gave us the dirt, and he seemed like he was on defense. And I'm like, for a solid year, he didn't say nothing.
So was this recording done in 2017 or here recently? Because he kept the recording from 2017 to prove that he wasn't a liar. You really believe this, Joy?
I don't know that it was from I think she asked him, when was the last time you did something? That was 3 years ago. That was the answer. So I don't think this was a 2017 recording. This was a 18, 19, or 20 recording because he said 3 years ago.
I said the same thing. He's messing himself up from friendships and women because I would not say anything to Martell Holt because he might record me. And I don't know if it's legal to be recording people, but he messes himself up for the next woman. He recording, doing all these things. The next woman is going to use him.
So how do you think that's going to help him?
I kind of agree. I have to see what he produces. This whole conversation with Marceau, allegedly there's a conversation there that he says he has on tape. When people are constantly putting things out there and then calling you a liar, you sometimes elicit conversations to prove that you're not, because it's your word against this one. And if this one is known as to be a cheater, people assume that if you're a cheater, you're a liar.
But all his cheating friends do not need to be around him.
You'll steal. A lot of people feel like those kind of behaviors are connected.
In my state, you have to tell people too.
Same thing in their state, Latoya. Same thing in Alabama.
My state, you have to tell. If you don't tell, it's illegal.
So I understand why he did. Not sure about the legalness of it all, but I kind of get where he's coming from.
Well, how is that going to help him? What does that do for him?
If it takes away if he feels like I was just not justified or vindicated because you said X, Y, and Z, and I'm saying no, you apologize for this. And you're saying, no, I didn't. Boy, I got the recording. Do you want to hear it?
I want to hear that one.
I mean, so because I just believe that there are things that go on behind the scenes. You want to talk about a liar? Marceau's not innocent in this. If y'all listen to Ariane, he has always been her go-between.
I don't really care about Marceau.
And all of those things that happen, he's their go-between. When she want money, she didn't call Martell. She called Marceau.
Okay.
Who called Marceau?
Ariane.
What?
Have you not listened to any of her old
I haven't.
When she needs money, it was something going on. She didn't call Martell. She called Marceau. He was the go-between. Why do y'all think Melanie was so mad at Marceau the first season? You had to say, why is she blaming him? That don't even make any sense. She was blaming him because Martell, or she figured out, either he told or she figured out who the go-between was. Because at some point, they didn't change numbers and everything.
People call him a liar because he has been caught many times, including his friend. Right, Latoya. So he is a liar. I don't care what recording you got. First of all, you shouldn't want to put the mother of your 4 kids out there because you guys were separated, living in different places, paying a mortgage at one and a rent in the other, whatever was going on. What happens when you're separated?
He can keep on putting him out there, and he just got to keep taking it and sit on his hands.
He needs to take it. He's been making other people take it.
He didn't move out and cheat.
He
cheated in the same home with his family.
I don't know a human person. First of all, they were together way too long.
Hold on.
But I don't know a human person that would sit on their hands and be nailed to the cross every single solitary Saturday night.
How can you avoid that?
I don't know what to tell you.
I still don't understand how him playing a recording from 2000, whenever he recorded it, is going to prove that he's not a liar.
Absolutely
not.
And it's not going to make her, in my opinion, look bad, because I feel like it was justified.
Right, and it's not going to make that contractor rush to you to talk about some deal before putting anything in paper, because they can say one thing and you record it and use it up against them later. I don't think this is enough to help him do whatever it is he thinks he's going to accomplish with this.
So, okay, we're going to have to move to Portia in a minute, unless y'all don't want to do her. He started it, Joy, so why not take it?
Right.
He will take part of the truth and try to make it seem another way.
Y'all realize that he's still fighting about something that has been dissolved. That marriage is over, but he's still fighting it.
Well, no, that's because they had a reunion in 2 years, Joy.
They literally came into this season 100% divorced.
Right.
It wasn't pending. It wasn't almost there. When this season that we're watching started.
So are you asking why? Are you asking Martell why Martell keeps talking about it?
No, it's not Martell. They keep
being
throwing
nailed
it
to
up
the
in
cross.
his face.
You can't compare Martell to Jesus, first of all. Jesus was without sin.
I just said Y'all know what I mean.
I know.
You nailing somebody to the cross, you just everybody's passing judgment on it. It's just like he has to sit on. Martell would rather talk about anything than this.
I would too if
he avoids it like the plague, but people keep bringing it up.
But I think
the only way he's ever going to live this down is if he almost goes away, and it seems like that's.
So you think a recording is going to stop that?
I'm not saying that. I think that he just wants to prove that on this issue he ain't lying.
So, but he is lying. They weren't living together.
They were separated.
He never said that she was. He never said
it's not cheating, Joy. It's not cheating in that situation.
So
right.
I feel like he did this.
I think they are an ASS to each other. They both say triggering things to one another, because you ain't no way you watched that episode when they went to Vegas and said that that was Martell. That was 100% on Melanie. Like,
what trip to Vegas is she talking about?
Leave the room without them arguing. They trigger each other.
Oh, so Justina said the reason he's like that with Marceau is he's getting tired of Marceau getting away with the dirt, and he's able to keep all his dirty secrets.
Martell wants to bring everybody around and down with him. It's ridiculous.
He wants to bring all of them down with him. What do you think about him saying that he shouldn't ask Mel for drinks? Was that petty? Was that
ask her for what?
He shouldn't ask her to go out for drinks.
Fight, and he was like, "Come."
I thought that was silly.
Okay, I thought that was silly too.
I think that's more so, but so this was 2017. This is when she first found out. And the mother, because people were asking online, why didn't the mother call the brother? The brother lived in Atlanta, and that's not her son.
Right.
That's not her son. That's her. That's Melanie's brother's son. But I think the Marceau feeling like somehow, Martell thinking somehow Marceau is going to take advantage of the situation. I don't think that he would have. I don't think, like, we kind of play up, he likes Mel. I don't think he does. But Tisha does feel some type of way. Because I don't know if y'all caught this, where she said, you asked her out for drinks?
She did, girl.
Tisha
needs to quit.
Y'all gotta watch it.
But I think a lot of it is because we're playing into that. And when I say we, I'm saying as viewers, as fans of the show.
I feel like that he's done his dirt so bad that he thinks that Marceau is going to do something to him. It's a guilt. Like when somebody always says you're cheating on them, they probably doing dirt, and their guilt is showing out on them. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. So what do y'all? Let's start with the last question.
And Marceau got too involved because I do believe
they got him involved.
Well,
the mother did. Is that what you're saying?
No,
yeah, it's not like
Marceau was involved. He was the go-between. I do believe that the go-between, because the change in numbers and all of that kind of stuff really did happen. I believe that that's normal stuff, because when she was saying it, I had a girlfriend who went through that. Like, I used to have to call her job because her number was changing every 4 months because one of her husband's side chicks kept finding her number.
But T said Marcel didn't sleep with her though, so that's not.
I don't believe that.
No, didn't sleep with Areola. So
no, I didn't say that.
Areola that's why Mel mad at Martell and not Marceau, basically, right?
No, I think that Mel found out that Marceau was the go-between. That's what I'm pretty sure that she found out. That she knows there are things that Melanie is sitting on.
Oh, Jesus.
Marceau was the go-between between them. Ariane said that when they was changing the numbers and she couldn't get Martell, she called Marceau.
Well, let's just believe everything Areola says. Who cares?
I think that could happen, and it's a reason.
Yeah, it could.
Absolutely believe
it could, but she has too much of a voice in this.
Y'all made her the voice.
I did.
We made her the voice.
When I say
the fans really make her the voice. Melody.
Yeah.
Martell made her the voice when he did. Okay. Let's go to
Thank
this. We got
you.
portion.
Oh my goodness.
What do y'all think about this? And then we're gonna leave.
The reason that I say Melanie did and not Martell. It's too many M's.
Martell, Marceau,
right.
It's too many.
The reason that I say that Mel did and not Martell is because Martell would rather talk about paint drying than to talk about her. Every time she would mention, she was like, Melanie, can we not talk about? I mean, he was constantly saying that he did not want to talk about this.
He just wanted to eat her coleslaw.
But she did. It's my point. Yeah. She made her a focus instead of focusing in on us and trying to make us right. She kept focusing on that other woman. Every time he brings up the other woman.
Because it's hard. I couldn't imagine having my husband do that to me.
I couldn't even believe that it's still a conversation.
That's why I don't understand why she stayed. For the life of me, I don't.
Hello.
I don't understand.
So when she left to do what she thought she's supposed to do. If she feels like something not right, she left. She started her new life. She got her a new place. Yet everything she did over there, she's now being criticized for. Whereas Martell chose to stay under the same roof, leave all them at home with their face mask on while he went down to the buffet. I mean, come on.
What girl? He did what with his face mask on? Say it again, Kelly. I gotta hear it. Say it one more time.
I don't even know what it was, but come on.
Oh,
I felt horrible for Melody to even have to sit on the stage and go through that.
Okay, right. So let's get to
but you can't guilt and see. This is where really the problem lies. You can't guilt a man into doing right. And I do think in her mind,
so can he guilt her?
That if she put his stuff out on Front Street, it would make him look at himself and possibly do something different. Because it doesn't make sense to me. There's no way. It's one thing to suffer in silence because your things is going on in your house. It's another thing to go on a national TV show, tell the whole world your husband is cheating. You're still with him. You're still sleeping with him unprotected. You have a baby by. I don't understand her. I don't.
But you understand,
understand her.
But you understand Martell. Poor
it's not
little
that
Martell.
I understand. He's reacting.
Oh Lord Jesus. Okay,
it's not that I understand him. I mean, his situation. In my head, I would have left. In my head,
I would have left like a long time.
Actually, in my head, I wouldn't have never told nobody on national TV that my man was cheating on me.
Joy, and if I did tell national TV
that my man was cheating, I would be making an exit plan. That's real. Ain't no way I'm gonna tell people my man cheating on me.
Okay, so you keep saying,
girl, and I'ma still be with him and still sleep with him.
That
don't make no sense.
You keep saying you would have made an exit plan. Well, Melody made that exit plan, and she
got pregnant.
What?
I don't think she meant to.
But you're sleeping with your husband. You're sleeping with somebody else. And you having sex with him unprotected, and you get pregnant.
Who's sleeping with somebody else?
Woo, okay.
Come on, give me an M. Which M are we talking about? Martell,
Mama Wanda not sleeping with this other girl.
Okay.
So you don't understand that Martell was sleeping with Ariane, and Melanie knew. Because she done pulled up, she done threw paint on the woman's car, she's talking to her on the phone, coordinating stuff. All of this stuff.
Now we got more people on here, Joy. You got people coming.
Melanie actually went on social media and told, not Melanie, that woman went on on Twitter and told the whole world the days that she was with Martell.
Please don't pass me by.
So why are you upset with the wife? Is what misbehaving is at.
Because I don't.
So Joy,
I don't understand why she stayed, and then still upset.
Thank you, misbehaving.
It's not that I'm upset with her. I can't.
Joy,
I don't understand her.
Why do you keep saying she didn't leave?
I can't. I just.
Why do you keep saying that?
according to her, it took her 5 years.
How dare her want to? How dare her want to stay around and maybe try and work it out?
She did what Giselle did for Jamal, and you understand Giselle going back.
Come on.
Melody found out in 2017 when Ariane called Martell's phone. Not the church, honey. I can't even talk. So at least Kelly has a hymn for us.
Sometimes we need a little religion. We need a little religion.
We need Jesus. Like Portia's auntie say, we need to call the right spirits up in here. Okay.
Listen.
So good. Hold on. Good sausage will make you do some strange things. I don't even know if it was sex, but sometimes when you are married and you have kids and you've come from a broken home, you want your home to work. You're like, I'm going to try to do anything I can to make this work because I don't want my kids to grow up in a separate household. And I think that's why she stayed. She said it wasn't the baby that made her leave. And I think she said it was him trying to find different ways to cheat, to stop cheating, and not stopping the cheating. He went up there and said he prayed to the Lord that
he prayed to the Lord that he would learn how not to get cheated. So he didn't take that construction class. He didn't pray to pass his construction test. Child.
Maybe she stayed for that's what I was saying.
I'm not mad at Mel.
I can't tell. You are really putting her right on top of the hot seat.
Repeatedly said,
but you understand Martell.
No, I don't think Joy worse than coleslaw, Tessa. Joy worse than coleslaw.
Yes, Tessa, you are absolutely correct.
Make it make sense. How you mad at me and you sleeping with my husband?
But you understand Martell.
I don't believe in suffering in front of an audience. That's my issue. There is just no way,
unless it's an audience of one.
I could have put his business out there and stayed with him.
But how could he have put his business out there? He wouldn't put his packer up inside of the taco thing. Is she the shell or the?
He did, but we didn't know. She knew. She told us.
We all know now.
So she knew and he didn't stop.
Thank you.
The wife knowing is worse than the audience knowing. If my wife or my husband, if I love them, knew I was cheating on him and he's like, I want you to stop, and I don't stop. That's worse to me.
Okay.
Because the
exactly.
Don't matter.
You're correct, Callie. I mean, you're correct. Which is why I don't understand why she stayed.
But why did he keep cheating? Do you understand why he cheated?
He ain't my issue. He and me are two totally
conservative with
but he should be your issue.
You can't control what other people do. You can only control your own behavior.
So when you know you're in a situation that is not going to work.
If my husband is cheating on me and I find out about it, I have a choice to make. I'm either going to ignore it and live with it and keep on living life as I am, or I'm going to leave. I'm not
move out and get your own place to live.
This girl for my husband, and then go on national TV and tell everybody. And then go on social media and tell anybody.
But he said he was going to stop. She maybe thought she was shaming him to stop.
Exactly. I said that.
And it could be that she didn't want the side chick to win. You don't want this. What did she say?
Carlos asked her that.
You're not going to profit off what I told. Beyonce said, look.
She said that's not alarm. Carlos asked her that.
Ring the alarm. I've molded this man into what he's supposed to be, and you gonna get him? What the heck? I've been doing this. So she didn't want the side chick to win. Way she left with the kids and the money.
Yeah, it's just so weird to keep hearing repeatedly, you leave. When she left, y'all still giving her hell.
All right,
she left.
Okay, yeah.
Martell didn't leave.
Ain't nobody giving her the only thing that people are giving her.
Everything you're saying about her is giving her hell. What are you talking about?
The only thing people have given her. I totally disagree.
So Joy's
the only thing that people have given her grief
watch the video when we hang up from
children.
Just hit rewind.
Who she's leaving her children with.
Joy's coming across as it's okay for him to do all this stuff to this woman in the public for the whole Huntsville to know But you she should be quiet and suffered inside.
I absolutely have not said. I did not. I said I don't understand.
You didn't use those exact words.
I don't understand why she has decided. It doesn't, in my eyes, it doesn't make sense why you would decide to be with a man. You know he's cheating. You it's out in the open because you didn't put it out there. It's out there. Joy. And why you decided, to me, that's just more pain for you.
Okay, so
it's
Joy,
it's not even a house issue anymore. You can't even go to the grocery store and somebody not give you advice about what you need to be doing to keep your man.
Joy, before this call is wrapped up, Joy, let me say this. Let me ask, before this call is wrapped, can you tell me your opinion on why Coleslaw stayed when she found out he was married? That's what Tesha Talks TV, and that's what I want to know your answer. Why did Coleslaw stay? Why did Coleslaw stay knowing he was a married man?
Because you reading her text like she got a problem.
What you mean? Why did she decide to stay?
So exactly what I said. She knew he was married. They went back and forth for 3 years. She kept coming back to the buffet spot, trying to freshen up her own stale, dry coleslaw. Why did she stay? You ain't mad at her?
It ain't got nothing to do with, because we don't even know this girl for real. When she come on the show, I can have a great opinion on her. But I don't know this girl.
You know she kept sleeping with a married man.
Right. She's wrong. She's flat out wrong.
Oh my God.
Nobody's praising this girl. She ain't the prizer in there.
I mean, he don't even want her. I mean,
obviously, because he ain't even with her. Because I know we've had this conversation. Just like I don't understand the woman who would stay with a man that she ain't willing to cover. I don't understand the man that would break up his whole family for a woman that he's not even willing to be with.
But you do understand it, though.
It doesn't make sense.
Well, you clearly understand it. You have said multiple times you understand why he left if Melody was not willing to go downtown and do what he needed her to do. You have said that 15 different times. What do you mean?
It did come across as you saying
that. Joy, you have said that over and over again.
But I've never said that.
Okay,
because that's never what I said.
Montique, send out
always the wrong answer.
Montique, send out maybe a one-pager on how to hit rewind.
Girl,
so she can reach out after the call.
I feel like my boobs are like getting bigger at every moment because it's like they're puffing out my chest. Lord Jesus. Okay, can we get to the last part?
Okay,
Lord
come on, let's go.
Woo! Okay, I got hot. I'm gonna take off my shirt in front of y'all. Okay,
I gotta go watch paint dry.
Look, Latoya said we got her laughing. This is crazy. So, Carlos said he cut her. Not right. Roll the clip back.
Thank you. Rewind.
Yeah, you can roll it back because them words they never come out.
I don't think you said those words. I think when you made the point about the conservative and people not doing stuff and men cheating and they leave, it made it seem like you thought it was.
That's definitely not saying that.
But that's what people are feeling like you are.
You can feel that all day long.
I'm just telling you that's what happened. Yeah.
That's life. I just think that as you get older, things
my nerves bad.
Your body, Joy got everybody's nerves bad.
I need some motion sickness pills up in here.
If you listen to men, they tend to think that we. Are you a member of the side chick? No, I have been married.
She vice president.
24 years. I'll be married 25 years next August. Now,
like I said, your glasses are tilted to the right, girl.
Now, with that being said, I'm also a woman that has literally taught the class. What Cherie said.
Oh God,
she's still here. Sharice mad at you though.
Yeah, Sharice
can tell
you can verify this. I can teach how to keep your husband class.
I can't tell, but I'm not gonna keep him how you doing.
Oh, you ain't got to.
Yeah, of course. And you teach it every time we talk about Martell. If the lady would just be willing to cover him and suck all parts, no matter where else has been in. You have said that.
Nobody said you cover a fool, but you won't stay with him either. That's what y'all are confused in my conversation with.
Melody is in the wrong chat.
We are not confusing it. You are. You keep saying, why'd you say she left?
You as a wife decide you got a husband, you don't cover a fool. But you don't stay with him either.
So Joy, she left him, and y'all still coming down on her. Why do you keep jumping over that
coming
comment?
down on her for leaving Martell. It's not a person in this world that has got on her about leaving Martell. The only thing people have gotten on her is about those children. I don't even know where this conversation is coming from, Callie, because it's just simply not true. That's the only thing that people have got on her about was those children.
Here's the thing. The best thing on social media is the ability to record and rewind. So just go back and look at every conversation we've ever had. And probably verbatim, everything I'm saying is true.
Joy's keeping us on our toes with her mess. Oh, Lord. Not where was the eggplant man. Is that how you stay married for real?
My ears in the wrong chat, girl. Please,
your ears are in the wrong because you talked about how to keep yours. Talked about, but I don't think those. I think those men were giving you an excuse of why they cheated, and so when people say stuff, they make themselves look a little better. Because I cannot believe that these women. I didn't agree with that. I got a question, but don't know how to ask.
I wish we had a couple of men.
Just ask. We're not sensitive
up in here.
We don't need men up in here to tell us how we operate.
Callie,
a lot of people don't know their self-worth and they need a backup plan. I mean, to me, knowing your self-worth is that you don't find yourself, you wouldn't find yourself in a situation where you're with a fool. And I'm not saying that Melody should have left in 2017 because you are supposed to try to make your marriage work.
Callie, quit playing that game.
You don't wait. It don't take 5 years to figure out your man a fool. It don't take 5 years.
Tori asked the question.
If he can't keep dipping over there, you leave.
Don't worry about being in.
You put your whole self at risk when you're dealing
Toria,
with a man
family.
who
Answer your
doesn't
question,
even have enough sense to even wrap up. That's not even the first time he got Ariana pregnant, according to Ariana.
We all know because she talked too much. Latoya, you asked a question.
We're supposed to be doing Portia's show next, but I don't know if we're gonna get to it because we have been on this one for like an hour and 40 minutes.
That's crazy to me.
But it's interesting that we're going from Martell to Simon. It's interesting that we're going from Martell to Simon because we've also had similar conversations about Simon.
I don't think it's the only sensitive one of us is kind of Callie. So if it's not against Callie, we're gonna be all right.
I'm sensitive. Did she just call me sensitive? About what? Wait a minute, what am I sensitive about?
Callie, we're not even Facebook friends because you're so sensitive. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
We're not Facebook friends because you bow down to men and get mad and say, "Oh, when we don't, we not covering our men." Ain't no way in the world.
This is you just proved my point. You don't even know it.
Yeah, I do. I do because we definitely don't agree.
This is where the comment came from because Tori wants to ask a question and she thinks it's insensitive. Ask it. We
it's
fine.
Insensitive for me.
She's gonna text it to me. Hold on. Okay, let me do the last thing while she does this. So in the end, Carlos, oh God, my heart was so hurt. He says that Martell couldn't stop. Let me take this question off. He couldn't stop.
Yeah.
He had a connection. Something continues to draw him to her. She's the rest. Oh, that she's not the side chick. She's the restaurant.
The whole restaurant.
The whole buffet. He loved her. And he risked the health of his wife, his newborn, and his kids to be with her.
And I don't think he loves her.
You don't think he loves coleslaw?
Mm-mm. He would have been with her.
Okay.
Or at least attempting to make it work. You've been You're worth a cheat. You're worth a sneak. You're worth a weekend. But you ain't worth being with.
Yes. What do y'all think about that? Did that hurt your soul like it hurt mine? Oh, Miss Behavior believes Martell loves both women.
I don't think so.
Do you think he loves Mel?
Yes.
Who's playing the game?
Not me.
I don't think he loves her, but I'm not sure he's been in love with her for a while.
Oh, Joy, it's about I'm gonna send it to you. Okay. It's for you.
Ask the question. Is it a sensitive question?
We should ask this one. So we're gonna let Joy decide.
All right.
Okay. Where's it at? Okay, let me keep going.
Did you send it to me?
You heard Joy yelling at me, didn't you?
I'm trying to get to the
Joy
comments
being mean
too.
to me, so she came to save me. Just joking. I know, baby. I'm just joking.
Oh no! Where's your name, Joy? Oh, maybe I don't message you.
She done defriended you because you don't cover your man right.
She better not defriend
Oh, sorry,
me.
Joy.
Okay. So, honey, that snapper got 2
to
snapping, so he keeps running back. Oh, I think it's because of fellatio.
Send that to Joy.
Okay, I said that to you, Joy.
Okay.
You mean he lusted her? So you think he lusted her and not loved her?
He said he had to
have
have
it. I Carlos for saying that. So do y'all think
he was wrong? But that I am Latoria, but it's not. It's I'm not in a
polygamous
situation here.
Right. So she answered the question. I can agree. He seems he loves both the women. Let's see. Yes. So do y'all think that Carlos should not have asked that question? Is this a question that y'all could have been like, don't ask?
Carlos, it was a question that's at the back of our head, though.
Yeah.
It was a good question. It was just, it's a very personal.
He did exactly what we didn't think he would do, but we wanted to know the answer. You know what I mean?
We all waited on next week.
Do you think Martell paused because he knew it would hurt her? Because that, I don't think if that was the case, he would marry this chick now, right?
I think he loves, I do think he loves them both. But I know that he knows that if he marries her or really pursues a relationship with her, it's absolute dead with Melanie. Although we think it's dead, I think in the back of his head, maybe he doesn't think it's dead.
Okay. So if he gets with this chick, then they would never get back
absolutely be dead. And I think maybe he's waiting on some kind of something from Mel. And remember we was talking about her needing to move on. I think she may need to.
So it was the sex and the attention.
Definitely.
Talking about Martell is the type of man who loves praise and attention.
Definitely.
I remember him telling Mel she stopped complimenting him like a female. But sometimes men want to be like, you got on a tight suit. I like your booty.
He a Capricorn.
He is not. Well, Capricorn
men. It's hard to complicate him when he's wearing Garanimals. Let's just be real clear.
Baby gap. I said he got baby gap, and she said he ain't got no gap. I said, oh, God,
I mean, that's our love language. That's my love language.
What is?
Well, your actions have to match, but I need
your actions have to match. Your words.
Your actions have to match, but if you telling me something sweet, you're winning me, because what you tell me means more to me than you're doing. Because you could be a person that is a provider, protector, and doing great things, but if I don't hear it every once in a while, I question it.
Amen. Melanie has to stop letting Martell get under her skin. She does. We have said that so much. I wish she would just not, like she should have said, I liked it. I did it and I liked it and he liked it.
She was trying, you know what though, but she's not neat. She's not that kind of person.
Be good, Tori. We're gonna have
his birthday January 4th. He's Capricorn. That's what
I'm December 29th, so I'm a Capricorn.
I'm January the 1st.
Yeah, so we're all together. Even biblically explains lusting for a woman or even a man is extremely a strong hold, strong feeling. Are we doing Portia, y'all?
We already know what's happening there.
It's 7:20. So if we're gonna do Portia, people may be about to eat dinner, but we can do it and they can watch it later. Any more questions on Huntsville? We will come back. I have to do next Tuesday, y'all, because my daughter has something Monday night. So we'll come back and do them Tuesday, the 14th, Huntsville part 2. So the people who are with us, come back to us about 5:30-ish.
Be sure and cover your man before you do.
Cover your man and make sure you do.
And if he ain't willing to be covered, if he ain't nobody that you need to cover, you don't need to be with him.
And make sure that you don't become conservative.
But just know when you leave and hook up with somebody else, you're going to get drugged for filth that way too and recorded. Who does that? We just skipped over that. Okay, but I'm gonna shut up.
The recording. Okay, we're gonna do Portia. We hope some of y'all stay with us. We get off of this one, we jump right back onto another. We like to separate the videos. It will be Central Standard Time on Tuesday the 14th, about 5:30, 5:45. You know, most people start joining us at 6, but we try to get on about 5:30ish and kind of say, "Hey, how you doing?" And then
be sure and have your husband's dinner ready before the call, so you don't get in trouble.
All right, so follow us on Instagram, Twitter. We have a TikTok. We have every social media you can think of. Chat her up, and we're gonna peace out. Go straight to Portia. We'll be right back.
Peace.
Peace.